What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and today what we got here is the Jumper T12. It is the brand new 16-channel third generation radio to the T8SG and the T8SG V2 jumper remotes, and it is running the OpenTX software platform this time, and it comes with the JP 4-in-1 multi-protocol external module. All right, so let's take a closer look at the brand new third generation jumper remote. It is looking very familiar to the second generation jumper remote, except now we have a different color faceplate. So let's go ahead and bring out the second generation jumper remote and put it side by side for comparison. And as you can see, it is looking almost identically the same, just the color is different. And of course, we have a different monitor screen. Now, the second generation jumper remote has two different versions. This is the Plus version that I have here, but it also comes in the V2 version as well. Now, the Plus version comes with the Hall sensor gimbals and the OLED display screen, which I really dislike because it was very hard to see the screen in the sun, and I welcome the change to the LCD screen display. Now, the V2 version came with the same LCD screen display, and it also came with the slightly different types of gimbals as well. It was still the potentiometer type gimbals, but it was an upgraded gimbal from the first generation jumper remote, and the third generation jumper remote is sporting that same gimbal, which is very smooth, and I really like the feel of this gimbal. So those are the main differences in the front of the two versions of the jumper remote here. So let's go ahead and stand it up and check it out. And as you can see, there's a big difference here right on the top. On the second generation jumper remote, we have the antenna coming out of the body itself, so we have an internal radio. Now, on the third generation jumper remote, it is capped off, and we have the antenna coming off of the external module. So the third generation jumper remote does not have an internal radio, so you are utilizing the external radio only. So that is one of the main differences between the second and the first to the third generation jumper remote. Now, looking in the back of the remote controls here, there is another little difference here. Everything about the back is almost identically the same. We got the JR bay here, and as you can see, I put some foam pads here because the second generation jumper remote did not come with these finger grips in the back. So I had to put my own, homemade finger grips with some foam pads in place. And it is helping me out to hold on to the remote control. So it is very nice. But now the third generation jumper remote comes with these finger grips. So it feels just like the first generation jumper remote, just about, and it's feeling really nice, and the gimbals are, like I said, very, very smooth. All right, so those are the main differences between the second and the third generation jumper remote. So let's go ahead and put the second generation jumper remote away and check out the third generation jumper remote by itself. All right, so taking a look at the top of the transmitter, we have a couple of shoulder switches here, and these guys are the 2-position switches, and we have the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack as well as the mini USB port, and you are able to utilize the mini USB port for upgrading purposes as well as simulator purposes as well. And up on the top front, we have 4 more switches, and these are marked SWA, B, C, and D, and these guys are the 3-position switches all around. And we have a couple of rotary dial switches, auxiliary 4 and auxiliary 5, and these guys don't have a mid position or any clicking effect to it. It just goes from one end to the other end. And here's the speaker grill and the on and off power button and some trim buttons here. And On the bottom, we have the user interface push buttons, and it is familiar, but these have different functions now. This one is to enter. This one is to go back. This one here is to scroll up and scroll down. And this one here is now the mode button. And this one here is to page over. Now, taking a look on the bottom of the transmitter, we find the battery bay, and it is utilizing a 2-cell battery, and that's what they recommend you to do. And it has a balance connector for a 2S battery, so I just have the JST connector hanging out, and that is how I charge up my 2-cell batteries. And we also have a micro SD card slot as well. All right, so here's everything that came with the new jumper remote, and the transmitter came inside of this box. Here is the USB to mini USB cable. We have a jumper T12 quick start guide, and we have a little battery tray. Now, this was already inserted in the transmitter. I took it out and placed my own 2-cell battery to power up the transmitter, but you are able to use 4 AA batteries to power up the transmitter, so that is very nice. A orange jumper neck strap and a little bag containing some parts for your gimbal, so that is very nice. Now, there is one thing that this new 3rd generation jumper remote did not come with that the previous jumper remotes came with, and that is the carrying case. Yeah, sadly, the new 3rd generation jumper remote does not come with a case. All right, so the new jumper T12 remote control is utilizing the OpenTX software platform, just like the Taranis transmitters are utilizing. So let's go ahead and power up this baby. Okay, long pressing of the power button turns the transmitter on, OpenTX, and it has taken me into the one of the models that I have already set up, and it is the FrSky D16 protocol model that I have already set up. So this button here will be the mode button. This is the page over button. This is to scroll up, scroll down. This is to enter, and this is to return. So let's go ahead and hit that mode button, and it'll take us into the model selections page where you can scroll up and down and select the model. Let's go over and page over. So here's the setups page, and let's just go and make our way through all of the pages. Same thing like the Taranis. So if you are familiar with the Taranis, then you will have no problem navigating through this remote control as well, utilizing the same OpenTX software platform. So I already have a model set up. It is the FrSky D16. Let's go ahead and scroll down and show you how I selected the model. But instead of scrolling down, you can scroll up and it'll take you all the way to the bottom of that page. So it is faster this way. Okay, so here we are at the internal RF mode, which I have off because this transmitter does not have an internal radio. So you need to turn that into the off. It will automatically have it set to one of these guys here when you first get it and turn it on. So you will need to turn that off and then scroll down to the external RF mode and put it on the multi, because there's all these other choices to choose from. So hit that multi-protocol mode and scroll over and hit enter, and here you can choose from all of the multi-protocol models that the external module comes with. So just like the jumper remote, it has all of these protocols already pre-installed, so very easy to use. So I'm going to go back to the FrSky and hit enter, and if I scroll down, I have set on the D16, and you are able to change the subtype as well. So let me go back up to the D16, hit enter, and that is how you set up a protocol, just like the regular jumper remote, just utilizing a different software platform. So if you want to go ahead and bind with a receiver, put it on the bind button and hit this button here, and it will bind with the receiver. And all you got to do is get that receiver ready to bind, and you are bound. And just stop the binding process, and you are done binding with that receiver. All right, so that is how you set up a model and bind with one of the models that you have chosen, or the receiver that you have chosen. So let's go on back to the models page, and if you long press the mode button, it'll take you into the radio setup, just like the FrSky Tyrannus, and you can page over the 9 pages and make some changes. And there you go, back to the radio setups page. And you are also able to scroll through the model page as well. Yep, same thing like the Tyrannus. So if you are familiar with the Tyrannus setup and the OpenTX software, then you will have no problem navigating through this new jumper remote. So to turn off the remote control, just long press the power button. And there you go, powered off. So what we got here is an OpenTX software remote control, which works seamlessly with the JP 4-in-1 multi-protocol external module. And this JP 4-in-1 external module is also available separately, and it will work with other transmitters that has the JR style module bay. So if you already have a Tyrannus or any other transmitter that has the JR style RF module bay, then you can just get this JP 4-in-1 and stick it in that transmitter. But the T12 also has LUA script support, and in the CRSF mode, it will accommodate the TBS CROSSFIRE module without any hardware modification. So the T12 then is the most affordable compact CROSSFIRE compatible TX out there in the market today. So if you want to go the CROSSFIRE route, you have a new choice of a TX that comes with a multi-protocol module running the OpenTX software platform. So with that said, let's take it outside and see how it performs. All right, so we got 4 different types of quadcopters ready to go. I got the Syma X5C, the Syma protocol. We got an MJX X600, the MJX protocol. I also have a QAV 105, and that one has a FrSky D8 receiver, so FrSky D8 protocol. And I have the VFly R130, and that one has a FlySky AFHDS2A protocol receiver in it. So let's go and check it out. All right, so first up is the Syma X5C. Let me go ahead and turn it on. There we go. And turning on the transmitter. A little haptic feedback. And one thing I like about this new T12 is that it is LCD display, and you are able to see the display even in the bright sunlight. So we got FrSky D16 protocol in here. So let me go ahead and switch over to Syma protocol, enter and select model. So we are good to go. Hopefully it is bound. There we go, just like that, automatic bind. So let's check it out. Oh yeah. I haven't flown the Syma in quite a while. The wind is picking up a little bit today, but check it out. You are able to fly the Syma X5C with the Syma X protocol. Oh yeah, still a nice little flyer. This is my very first quadcopter, guys. My very first. I think I paid some $70 or something like that on Amazon. All right, so let's bring it in. Flies good. The controls are very nice. Your basic quadcopter, and everybody should learn how to fly with a basic quadcopter like this. Very fine controls with this remote control. There we go. All right. All right, so next up is the MJX X600. So let's go ahead and turn it on. See, the power is on. And I still have the transmitter stuck on the Syma protocol. So let's go ahead and go up to MJX. Hit it, select model, select. And we should have bound it automatically there. All right. And I have my landing pad set up at this time now. So let's go and check it out. Oh yeah, this thing is a nice smooth flyer. Whoa. It has a lot of pitch as well. Wow. Wow, almost perpendicular to the ground here. Wow, check it out. Let me go ahead and full pitch. Holy cow. Oh yeah, very nice. Haven't flown this MJX X600 in a while too. Very smooth of a flyer. I think I had it bound to my original jumper remote too. And I haven't flown it ever since then. Very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and bring it in. That was the MJX protocol. It's always a pleasure flying this one here. All right, we got the landing pad. So there you go. That is the MJX protocol on the 3rd generation jumper T12. All right, so next up is the QAV 105, and this one has the FrSky D8 receiver. So let me go ahead and scroll down to FrSky D8, select the model, and power this baby up. There we go. And it has bound. I heard that little beep, so let's go ahead and arm it. Yep, we are good to go. So let's check out the QAV 105 with the FrSky D8 protocol. There we go. No problem flying this one, and the transmitter feels very, very nice. And the gimbals are really, really smooth too. So feeling pretty nice flying this one here. Oh yeah, this thing's got some little zip to it, even with a 2S battery. Yeah, running a 2S battery on this one. Oh yeah, very nice. Very nice. All right, let's see if I can do some acro with the new jumper remote. And we are in acro. There we go. Oh, this little guy is just very, very maneuverable, very responsive. So let's go ahead and try that flip. There we go. You can do line of sight acro, sort of. A little tricky here. There we go. I'm getting the hang of it. All right. Bring it in. All right. So that is the D8 protocol on the new T12 jumper remote. And let's go ahead and bring it in. There we go. Nice. All right, so finally we have the VFly R130, and this one has the FlySky AFHDS2A protocol. So let's go ahead and select the AFHDS2A, select the model, and then power up the quadcopter here. The battery connector on the side on this one. There we go. We should have already bound just like that. There we go. Nice. Let's check out this one now. Oh yeah, I haven't flown this one in a while too. Ever since I've done the review. So I busted it out from the box and checking it out. Put the tri-bladed Gem Fan 3052 props on this one, and it performs a little bit better. There we go. All right. So everything works. The multi-protocol module is just awesome. You can bind just about anything, just like the previous Jumper TXs. But this one is utilizing the external module instead of the internal module. And it is running the OpenTX software platform. So slightly different, but everything is familiar. And I'm just going to have to mention one more time that this transmitter is just a smooth transmitter. Yeah, perfect. And I love the finger grips. Very nice feel to the hands now. All right, so let's go ahead and bring it in for a landing. Well, let me try some acro too on this one. Okay, we are in acro. Okay, a little bit smoother on this one here because it's a little bit bigger. Yeah, that QAV 105 was a little bit too small. Nice. Yep, doing some acro with the Jumper T12. Awesome. All right, one more little speed pass. And I'm running a 3-cell battery. It is the Infinity 850 milliamp. I believe it's 80C, 75C or 80C. And this one I got from Banggood, and it came with a JST connector instead of the XT30 for some $13. So I just removed the JST connector and placed my own XT30, and that's saving me a little bit on that battery. It's a nice battery, but it comes with a JST connector. All right, so that is the flight with the VFly R130, the AFHDS2A protocol, Fly Sky. Nice. All right, here we go with the QAV 105. We're gonna do some FPV flight with the Jumper T12 and see how that feels like. So let's go ahead and arm it. Oh yeah, this QAV 105 is flying pretty good, actually. Nice and smooth. Oh man, this Jumper T12 is awesome, nice and smooth. The gimbals feel very nice, and we don't have any latency or anything like that. It's just perfect. Nice. Oh yeah, I'm liking this transmitter. Oh yeah, definitely very smooth gimbals. Very precise controls. Nice. All right, let's bring it in for a landing. It's nice and fun to fly this QAV 105. It's a little jittery at times though. Okay, let's go ahead and bring it in and see if I can land on the landing pad here. All right, there you go, a flight with the QAV 105. All right, so here we go, one more FPV flight with the VFly R130, the AFHDS2A protocol. So let's go and check it out, see how that feels like with the Jumper T12. Oh, this quadcopter has a little bit of vibrations, huh? Right off the bat. Oh yeah, what a beautiful day. Yeah, there's a little bit of jello on this one, but it's doing fine. The Jumper T12 has no problem The response timing is just perfect with the AF-HDS 2A protocol as well. Nice. Very precise. Awesome. Nice. Very nice transmitter, guys. Feels really smooth. I really like it. Just awesome response time, and the control feels very, very nice. They're all very nice, come to think of it. The first generation jumper remote was really, really nice. And the second generation jumper remote was even nicer with the Hall sensor gimbals. But the only problem with that one was the finger grips, and I put some foam material in the back for the finger grips, and it is working perfectly fine now. And this one already comes with the finger grip in the back. So just awesome. And these gimbals, I really like these gimbals. All right, let's go ahead and bring it in. I could be flying this thing all day long. All right, bring it in. Just awesome. Nice. All right, so there you have it, guys. My review and test flight with the Jumper T12 TX with a JP 4-in-1 multi-protocol module, the external module. Just a fantastic addition to the family of Jumper TXs. Now you have a choice of the Jumper T8SG, the Jumper T8SG V2, and now the Jumper T12. Just an awesome transmitter. Great addition to the Jumper family. Flown the Syma X5C, the MJX X600, the QAV 105 with the FR Sky, and the VFly R130 with the Fly Sky receiver, and it did just fantastic. I have to say, very, very accurate, and I'm very happy that they went with the LCD monitor instead of the OLED display monitor. So there you go, guys, the Jumper T12 remote. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.